What's going on, guys? My name is Wade with TechDaily. So my kitchen floor takes a beating. It's the highest traffic room in the house, and that floor is dealing with a constant barrage of foreign elements all day long, both wet and dry. Crumbs and spills, grease that flings off my stove and lands somewhere I won't notice for a week. And the bathrooms are their own situation entirely, because between the hair, the dust, the lint, the condensation coming off every hot shower, you end up with this gross film of buildup sitting on the tile and down in the grout that a mop just glides right over. And honestly, a broom or a mop don't really solve either of these issues. It just kind of moves all that gunk around. This, on the other hand, is the sort of product that goes past the casual everyday cleaning and actually takes care of the high traffic areas that need it. And it is a completely different animal than a mop or dry sweeper pad sitting in your closet. This is the new Roborock F25 Steam, and it's the first thing I've used that actually deals with the part of the problem I could never solve. Roborock sent this one over to me to test out and sponsored this video, and I've had it here running on my kitchen and bathroom tile for a few days now. The most important thing you need to know about the F25 Steam, I think, is, well, right there in the name. There are a lot of machines in Roborock's F25 family, and the names run together, but this is the one that makes real steam. Not warm water on a roller, but actual steam generated inside a heating chamber in this machine and sprayed onto your floor a fraction of a second ahead of the roller. And that changes what this thing can do and how it can clean the wet mess, a dried on stain, and everything in between. Roborock has been building robot vacuum cleaner technology for 12 years now, and this is the newest wet and dry vacuum in their lineup. So what I want to do here is walk you through what's actually on this thing, put it to the test in the rooms in my home that need this the most, and hopefully this helps you decide if it belongs in your house too. And by the way, if you want to check this out for yourself, you can find the Roborock F25 Steam on sale via the link in the video description below. Pricing and the current discount details are all down there too, but I'm of course going to fill you in on everything you need to know here. So there's a lot to go over, but before we put it to work, let's take a closer look at all of its parts and pieces. Right out of the box, you get the machine, the charging dock and power cord, a spare roller, a spare filter, a maintenance brush, and a bottle of Roborock's floor cleaning solution. The spare roller is a nice inclusion because that's the part that does eventually wear out. The machine itself weighs precisely 12.35 pounds, and Roborock has done a good job hiding that weight. They've dropped the center of gravity down low, and the head swivels up to 70 degrees, so it feels lighter in your hand and steadier on the floor than the number suggests. And the roller actually pulls the machine forward as it spins, so most of the time you're steering it rather than pushing it. On the bottom of this machine, you've got the clean water tank, which holds a full liter of water, and that's enough to get through an entire cleaning session without stopping to refill. Right next to it is a separate compartment for the cleaning solution, and this is one of my favorite details. It doses the detergent automatically, so you're not mixing anything or guessing at ratios, and one refill is rated for about 30 days of use. Above that is the dirty water tank that holds 720 milliliters of grossness, and inside of this is a separator that keeps the solids on one side and the liquids on the other. So when you go to empty it, you dump the water in the sink and the hair and the crumbs and everything else in the trash instead of fishing around in a tank of gray disgustingness. Up on the handle, you've got 3 buttons: power, mode, and self-clean, and just below that is the display, which shows you which cleaning mode you're in, your battery level, whether the steam is ready to go, and a live dirt indicator that changes colors as it detects how messy the floor in front of you actually is. Down at the cleaning head is where the good stuff lives. There are 6 nozzles across the front that put the steam down onto the floor, angled at 48 degrees, so the heat lands right where the roller is about to hit. Behind those are 32 separate outlets that wet the roller evenly across its full width. And then there's a blue light bar along the front edge that lights up the floor ahead of you. Pull the cover off and you can get to the roller itself. Underneath is what Roborock calls their JawScrapers system. These are tiny shark tooth blades that comb hair off the roller and other debris while it's spinning and feed all of that into the suction path. Plus a second scraper riding constantly against the roller that strips out even more of the dirty water. And That second one is doing more work than you'd think because that's what keeps this from leaving behind dirty streaks. Then there's the dock, which is where it charges and where it cleans itself. And we'll get into that in a bit because that's a bigger deal than it sounds. As far as the modes, there are 4, and you cycle through them right on the handle. Eco is the low power everyday setting. Auto adjusts the suction and the water on its own based on how dirty the floor is. Sponge cranks the suction up and cuts the water way down, which is good for picking up spills. And Steam is probably the one you're here for. So let's now put it to work. The everyday use case for me is just the kitchen floor, and that's the auto mode for sure. What surprised me here was how well the dirt detection actually works. If you run it across a clean area of the floor, the machine stays relatively quiet and gentle, and the indicator is blue. When you roll it into a mess, you can hear it spool up and see the color indicator change. It's bumping the suction and the water flow on its own, and I never once felt like I needed to stop it or override it, which is not something I can say about every other cleaning product. But the real reason I wanted something like this is for all of the other kitchen messes, whether they're dry or wet, new or baked on, all of that stuff collects all over the kitchen over a period of time, and it all requires a really heavy-duty clean. And this is where the steam really comes into play. Roborock says 356 degrees Fahrenheit of high-temperature steam will be coming out of this thing, which helps dissolve sticky messes and breaks down oil and other baked-on and long-forgotten stuff that crusts onto floors. 356 degrees Fahrenheit is measured at the internal heater output, which is inside the machine, but by the time it comes out of the nozzle, it's closer to 210 degrees Fahrenheit. And by the time it reaches your floor, it's about 158 degrees Fahrenheit. So no, your floor isn't being baked by 356 degrees Fahrenheit of constant heat. And honestly, that's probably a good thing for safety reasons, but what you are getting is hot, wet vapor landing on a stain right before a roller comes through and scrubs it off. So I've set up a bunch of different messes here. Dried on coffee, barbecue sauce, syrup, which is extra sticky, and all of these messes required basically one pass to get clean. You could definitely handle any one of them in auto mode, but when you switch over to steam mode and you give the machine about a minute or so to build up the heat, you can pretty much watch every mess disappear in the blink of an eye. You're not scrubbing anything. You're basically melting down that disgustingness and watching it scrub away in just a single pass. The steam claim really holds up with this thing, but I should say that steam isn't exactly a magic wand every single time. For example, with this syrup here that I left sitting for a day, it does require a couple of passes to get totally clean. What that steam does do is help break down the stain or the mess ahead of time, before the scrubbing happens. That allows for a faster, more comprehensive clean every single time. In addition to wet messes and dried on gunk, this thing can also suck up dry crumbs and a combination of wet and dry messes. It's rated at 25,000 pascals of suction with 33 newtons of downward pressure, and the roller spins at 450 revolutions per minute. Again, that's for both wet and dry messes in a single pass. So naturally, I tested this with dry cereal on the floor and milk poured over the top of it, which is the exact scenario a normal dry vacuum wouldn't really be able to handle, because the second liquid touches a dry vacuum, you've obviously got a problem. But with this, it tackles the mess literally in one pass, and nothing gets pushed around or spread out. Hair is another issue I have in my home. There's not much left on my head, it's all on the floor, and Roborock rates the F25 Steam at a 0% tangle rate. That's an SGS tested number using 2,000 strands of both wet and dry hair. So what that means for me is the clumps of hair that collect on the floor in my bathroom all the time, well, this thing can suck it up again with ease in one pass, and most importantly, it stays tangle-free every time. In addition to the big open floor space, this can also get the edges and corners of your rooms. Roborock claims under 1 millimeter of edge clearance on both the left and right sides. Straight ahead is a different story though. It doesn't clean all the way up to the front, so a wall you approach head-on might need a second angle. And that's not unique to this, but just something to keep in mind. One thing that is pretty impressive though is that the body of this can actually lay completely flat, a full 180 degrees, and at precisely 12.5 centimeters, it went under my kitchen cabinets very easily, and it holds its suction and cleaning abilities even if it's laid totally flat. In addition to the obvious wet and dry messes, the F25 Steam is going to do a decent job cleaning the grout in between your tiles too, certainly better than anything you'd use on a daily basis. The steam and the roller brush combine designed to give you a much more aggressive and thorough clean, while regular mops and Swiffer pads would otherwise glide right over the top. As far as cleaning and maintaining the F25 itself, this is all pretty much automated. When you bring it back to the base station, you can press the self-clean button, and the base station will start its automatic washing cycle. It washes its own roller using steam, yet again, then dries it with hot air, rated at 203 degrees Fahrenheit. You can pick the quick dry mode, which takes about 5 minutes, or a quiet cycle for about 30 minutes. Roborock also has TUV testing behind the hygiene side of this, over 99.9999% bacteria removal, and over 99.9% allergen removal in steam mode. As far as battery life, Roborock rates this at up to 80 minutes of use. That is in eco mode, and I experienced at least that when I was using it. In auto mode, where you'll probably spend most of your time, it's a bit less, and steam mode is a good bit less than that. In practice though, with a kitchen my size and regular sized bathrooms, the battery life is a non-issue for me, because you're not going to be steaming your whole entire house every single time. You can steam a mess that you see, or a single room, and then pop it back on the charger. Now, a couple of other things you should know up front. This is a hard floor cleaning machine. So tile, sealed hardwood, engineered wood, vinyl, that's the job it's built for. Not carpet, not rugs. There's also no app, no phone connection at all, no mapping, no settings to change. Everything happens right on the handle. I think that is actually a plus, because to be honest, not everything needs to be connected. It actually makes this a more traditional grab and go cleaner, just with all the extra smart features and enhanced cleaning abilities on top of it. The Roborock F25 Steam really is the first thing I've used that deals with both the dirt I can see and the stuff that's been building up on the floor for a week or two. All in the same pass, all with one machine, and then cleans itself when it's done. It's certainly the most powerful and most thorough cleaner I've had in my house to date, and it sounds strange, but kind of excited when I get the chance to use it, because I know that spot on the floor, or the floor as a whole, is going to be much cleaner than before. But what do you guys think? What mess would you throw at this thing? Let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts, of course. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video though. Be sure to follow TechDaily on Twitter and subscribe to the TechDaily YouTube channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys later.